my name is McKenna. I'm a small business owner in Seattle, Washington, and I like to take you guys along with me for my weekly studio vlogs as well as market vlogs. Welcome to a new market vlog, and let's get into the weekend. Hey friends, it is Friday, and the sun's not even up yet, so that's cute. We have a 3-day market experience going on this weekend. So I'm doing 2 markets, and the first one starts today. So we have to get across the state, and then it's a night market, and it's I think from 5 to 10. And so we're gonna get there at like 3 and start setting up and everything. So everything's in the car almost except us, so we're gonna get into the car, cross the state, and then it's also gonna be, I'm dressing up and I can't decide which outfit I'm gonna wear, so we're gonna see. Tonight's the 21 and over event, so that should be fun, and then tomorrow is all ages and it's from 10 to 5. And then Saturday or Sunday, so Saturday we'll be at the same kind of market, and then Sunday we'll be back up at the farm, but it is going to be raining, so hopefully you will be doing that. I'm a little nervous about it, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm excited. It should be a good weekend. The sales are starting off. We just had a sale. It kind of spooked me because I was just like standing in here and it like went off. So we're starting at $17.57. which I think is great. That's very exciting. So we'll see how it goes. This weekend I'm going to try to count both the orders we get, so like the amount of customers, I always say orders, but it should be sales. The amount of customers we get, which is what this counts. And then we'll also be talking about items sold, because I know I've noticed a lot of people actually do that instead of how many customers they have. So we'll look at the numbers, but that will be probably on Monday when we're back in the studio. Yeah, let's start a market weekend. I'm excited. Right now I'm a little low energy because I have had like 2 sips of coffee, and it is, I think it's like, now it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's early.
Picture out and hung it by my bed, waiting for you to come to life inside my head. 'Cause in my dreams I can smell you so fantastic, I won't tell you. Every morning I wake up in a cold sweat. Defining it is futile and inviting it is brutal. Need a warning sign like slippery when wet. It's whatever, I guess I'm glad you're not dead. I guess I'm glad that you're not dead. Glad you're not dead. I'd resurrect you in my bed. Maybe I like you, or I'm just glad you're not. My teeth are crumbling from all these cavities.
Hello and happy Saturday, my friends. So I did not film a ton yesterday. I don't know what happened. Night markets kind of confused me. And honestly, lately vlogging for like markets has been really hard for me. I don't know like what to film, but today we'll film more. And then we still have tomorrow up at the farm. Today I am small business Barbie, which is a very lazy costume, but I was like, you know, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be good. But yeah, yesterday was pretty good. The market went pretty well. It was a lot quieter than most I've done, but I also kind of expected that. I was like, it's a Friday night. I don't know. I was just kind of like going into this with not a lot of high hopes. Well, that's not right. That's not the right thing to say. I wasn't going into this with a lot of assumptions. I kind of was just going into it like, we'll see how it goes, and if it goes really well, great, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. And I was like, we're already here for the farmhouse, so we'll see how today goes. It's I thought it was 11 to 5. Apparently it's 10 to 5, so we have to leave like now, because we were all told in a group chat it was 11 and like in the emails, but the flyers say 10, so I'm just like, oh shoot, okay. And then Eli's gonna go drop off some orders at the mail because we didn't have time to, well, I was like really angled there. We didn't have time when we were in Seattle, so we're gonna drop them off And yeah, we'll see how today goes. Hopefully it's a good market. I feel definitely a little burnt out. I stayed out maybe a little too late with some friends, and now I'm like, I have to be a lady. I have to sell some things. But yeah, I love Halloween. I love all the costumes I saw last night. I need to film more today. I don't know. It was just like a lot, and I was just like, oh, filming, right. So we're gonna be better today. And then we'll show you like everything that is at this market and what it looks like. And then we'll chat about it later. But I need to get going, so I wanna stop talking. Hello and happy Sunday, my friends. I don't know what is going on with this light in here. It is the worst. So we just live in a bright light. So last night and like yesterday's market went pretty well. It was really slow at first and then it really picked up, and honestly just the vibe and like the other vendors were so sweet. So overall, great. I will do the full like talking about everything tomorrow or Tuesday, I guess, because we're gonna stay tonight instead of doing what we've been doing where we're driving like crazy people after my Sunday market back to Seattle. And I'm very excited for today, but I'm also very nervous. We almost canceled this event, so I'm very anxious. The wind is supposed to be pretty bad. It is raining right now, but we did get moved up to the front of the farm, so I've been upgraded tremendously. I'm like in the front row, so that should be good for business, and hopefully the people that do come up, it's like it's closer. I have a feeling a lot of people canceled. The wind is supposed to be kind of bad, so I think I'm going to rework the whole booth and figure out a different layout. I might not have everything out. We'll see. I'm trying to also decide if I want all the tent sides up just to help with wind. I don't know. I'm a little anxious, if I'm being honest. It just feels very nerve-wracking when you know you're going into bad weather. But also I guess I'm preparing for it. I don't know. We were very back and forth about it last night, and even this morning I was looking and I'm like, do we cancel? I hate canceling events, and also at this very moment, this is like after this today, I only have 2 markets the rest of the year, and I'm very anxious about that because of how things have been going. And I, need money to pay bills. So we're gonna have to go and hopefully it's worth it. We are going to basically go into it planning on if we need to leave, we leave. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I am going into it with a very like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's where I'm at. If I think about too much, I get really anxious. So hopefully it's a good day up at the farm. It is our last farm day and I'm so sad about it. I don't want it to end, but all good things end, and I need to handle today. So without further ado, I think let's get out of here. I'm hoping this rain is supposed to stop though. I like hear it in the background. Yikes. It's supposed to stop before we like get up there, so my hope is we get up there, it's maybe wet and not pouring rain. I don't know. I'm very anxious. I am wearing a hat today because I was like, well, if it's windy then my hair can like stay in my hat, hopefully. And then we're wearing World Tour, so that's cute. And then I'll wear my big jacket. I'm very nervous about this weather. This weekend has gone like completely wrong pretty much the whole time, so I'm just kind of feeling a little anxious. So we'll hope. Also completely random, but it's sitting here. One of the vendors is a tarot reader, and she gave everybody, there was a vendor, like a 3-card pull mystery tarot, and like look how cute this is. She told me, so it's like holographic, she told me she did this with Cricut. Isn't that crazy? Like that's just a vinyl. I was like, this is a fancy envelope, and she's like, oh, I made it. And I was like, what? And she's like, it's vinyl. Anyway, that is her business name. I haven't pulled them yet. I want to pull them when I get home. I'm nervous. I've never done tarot before. I don't want to know my future. That's also it. I don't want to know what's coming down this pipeline. Anyway, I'm gonna get my things together, and we're gonna figure out, yeah, never mind. We're not gonna figure out. I'm gonna think about the layout as we drive up there, and I think maybe get some coffee because I am gonna freeze to death. It's okay. It's gonna be a beautiful market day, you guys. It's okay. We're gonna go into this hoping for the best. Maybe this is like the best market day we've ever had. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's go.
Never again should I need to wander through the dark with fear in my heart. If I could just hear a whisper on the wind, maybe it would bring me round again. 'Cause I'm low and I falter as I walk slow through my days. If I took a moment to be still in this place, would I hear your voice again? Hear your voice again. Hear your voice again. Would I hear your voice again? How can this be that I'm none the wiser after all the years that have passed in between? Surely by now I should feel better. I'm still listening for that whisper on the wind. 'Cause I'm low and I falter as I walk slow through my days. If I took a moment to be still in this place, would I hear your voice again? Hear your voice again. Hear your voice again. Would I hear your voice again? Cause I'm low and I falter, so walk slow through my days. If I took a moment to be still in this place, 'cause I'm low and I falter as I walk slow through my days.
Hey guys, so we are going to pack up and go because it is too windy and all our stuff's falling and I don't want anything to get broken. So this sucks, but we'll talk more later. And I'm gonna pack this up really fast. Hello and happy Tuesday, my friends. Yesterday we ended up driving back from Spokane, and honestly, the idea of filming made me want to cry. I felt honestly terrible yesterday. I think it's just the mixture of literally so many markets, the stress, how the end of this weekend went. I just couldn't. I felt awful and I just could not be a business owner yesterday. I did get things done, of course, because I'm crazy. I haven't taken a day off in months, which I know is unhealthy, and no one should do what I do. So don't be like me. I'm not promoting this craziness. However, the holidays are about to come up, and I, because of all these markets, just feel like I'm really behind in everything. So last night I did finish ordering all the candle stuff, so it's coming in a couple days, as well as some other stuff for the embroidery machine and other holiday goodies that I'm so excited about. But anyway, so that was yesterday and I just couldn't get on the camera to finish off this vlog. So let's talk about this market weekend. I have my computer here because I wanted to talk about the items sold, like how many I sold for the weekend. And so I have to figure that out because I was like, I don't know if I've actually like done this before. So we're gonna see. So we're gonna do that in a second. Let's talk about the Bewish Bazaar first, since that was our first event. It was a 2-day event. I feel pretty good about it. Sales-wise, I feel like we did pretty good. I wasn't honestly going into it expecting much because I was worried with looking at the other vendors and knowing kind of what was like gonna be maybe the customer base. I was worried I was not gonna fit in, and my friend who owns Bath by Bex, she ran it along with Alyssa with, I think it's like Knotted, I need to look it up, but it'll be here. She does leather work. They put on this event. It was at this old church, which I thought was really fun, and it was really spooky looking. We were located in the basement, which was like, I mean, people came down, but I just felt like my space was a little strange, but I knew it going in, so it's fine. Nothing could be done about, you know, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, as they say. But yeah, I feel like Friday was a little bit slower for everybody just because it is a weekday night, and we weren't sure how a night market would go. And then Saturday was so slow to begin, and I was very anxious. I was like, oh, maybe this was a bad idea. For me personally, because I just was like, maybe I'm just like not the target demographic. I feel like other people are doing pretty well. And then it was just like nice spurts of people throughout, and everyone was super nice. I feel like I definitely got new customers, and some people that came just because they have shopped with me before. I had somebody that shopped with me at Pickout, and they've been following me, and they came out and they bought stuff, and I was just so grateful. And I thought it was so sweet. So thank you so much if you're watching. It always just like, oh, whenever someone comes just for me, I get a little weepy. I am like, that's so sweet. But overall, great event. Hey Weenie, Labby's in my lap. She's like, let's see if you guys can see her. She looks so cute. She's still sleepy. It's only like 10 in the morning right now. I've been up so early today, and I feel like I got the vlog done, and I feel good, but I'm also just like, anyway, back to market talk. So yeah, Bewish Bazaar was great. I think it was great because when I came over, like, this is where it's gonna get complicated with the vlog. I think it was great because it was going to be combined with another market, and so that's kind of what I kept thinking is like, well, I have Green Bluff, like, and I think that got me through some of the slow moments. Overall though, great. Like, sales wise, I felt pretty good about it. It was still worth it for me to be over there, and like, you know, the vibe was good. We got to dress up, which was super cute. I didn't film as much just because of, it was like busy and also kind of strange, like figuring out what, night markets are weird for me. I am really bad at filming it. So I don't know. in general, filming wise, this vlog is probably not super exciting because then, you guys, it finally happened. Last week we talked about wanting to leave early because of wind, and I felt bad, and I'm like not that person that leaves. And this week we were, but we also were told by the event hoster to leave if we felt like this was not the vibe. So we got there, so basically the night before, when I was leaving Bewitched Bazaar, one of my friends who was also going to be up at Green Bluff was like, I'm not going to be there, it's going to be too windy. She was seeing like 40 miles an hour gusts, and when I looked on all the weather, I went on 3 different weather apps just because I was like, am I crazy? It wasn't looking like it was going to be as bad. It did look bad. I'm going to say it did look bad. But when I was checking the apps in the morning, when we were making the decision to go, it was raining, and then it stopped raining, and then it was like, well, it's going to be windy, but it's going to be kind of like last week, which I was like, wasn't great. But I had, you know, I had posted all this stuff that I was going to be there, and I just was like, this is the last one. We're already here. This is the reason we drove across the state to be here, you know, like for these events. And so I just was like, okay, we're gonna do it. And so we get up there, we literally get all set up, and I did a completely different display, as you guys saw. Like, I did not put up the pegboard. I had things kind of tucked around. I was like really thinking about it, and we put a lot of weight on our tent so there wouldn't be, hey, stop, you need to stop. You're too licky. She's just like licking her leg. You're fine, you sleepy goose. Here, you want to see her because she's really cute. Like, can we talk like this? I'm just here for lavender. You're such a baby. Anyway, so we get set up, the wind gets worse. I checked the apps and it completely changed. Like, stuff seemed manageable. It was gonna be not a great day, but I was like, we're gonna suffer through it because I need to make money. This is one of my last confirmed events, and I was just like I only have a couple more for the rest of the year because of how all this stuff with holiday markets has been. And so I have a lot of, hold on, I don't know why this is having such a hard time with me today. I have a lot of anxiety about the rest of the year, and so I was really trying to, okay, you need to stop. Go up here. You're being too licky on me, and it's annoying. Yeah, you're cute. Okay, so anyway, we got set up, things were okay. The app started saying it was gonna get worse. It was getting worse. And then there was some gusts that, like, even though we'd moved the mug rack into the tent, blocked it, we moved all these things around, it was awful. The gusts were too big, and I could not risk my products. And so when they came around, and like we were like, Elon and I were looking at each other like, this is not good. This is really bad. And we were moved to the front, and I was so excited because I'd been at the back all month, and then I got moved to the very front, and I was so excited to be there. And I was like right at the front entrance, but it was too much. It was too dangerous, and like I didn't have, again, people blocking me in the middle, so my tent was just like, wee, I don't know. So when they came around and said we could go if like they understood, and I told her, I was like, I really want to be here, but it's just too dangerous for my merchandise and my tent. And I watched a tent fly up, like a full pop-up 10 by 10 tent, fly up in the air high, and then smash down and broke. So that's when I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I was like, my tent's too expensive, my stuff's too, I can't risk damaging everything. So we did not make a single sale because we literally set up and then tore down, so that sucked. It also was freezing, and I was really disappointed. Like, oh, you guys, I'm really stressed. At the moment, I think I now have 3 confirmed holiday markets. One's like a full big event, which I am very excited about. It's in December, and again in Spokane. And then the other ones are very small little pop-up kind of things that are a few hours. So they could be good, but they also could be not. I don't know. I was just like, at this point I'm taking anything, and I'm really trying to hope for the best. And hopefully I can draw up some online, you know, stuff to get people online to shop this year. But yeah, I mean, it was just like, this was like at the moment my 3rd to last event of the year, and to have to leave early, not make a single sale, felt pretty crappy. I had definitely a lot of anxiety yesterday. So we're just gonna pivot and figure out what we're gonna do. At the moment, my next market is November 14th. There might be one right after that I'm gonna do that's gonna be, I did like a pop-up at a donut shop a while back, and they have another location and they asked me to be there. So I think I might do that. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm waitlisted on everything and I just feel pretty frustrated. I know people were trying to be helpful, but I applied to all these events really early. The ones I'm applying to right now are like the very small events that pop up for like, they're like, hey, we have an application right now, and I've been doing those that don't really have a plan ahead. All of the huge events that happen, their applications usually are up in like July and like are due at the end of July or August. So I've done all those. I'm waitlisted on everything. Maybe a miracle will happen. Someone will drop out. I will get in. We can only hope. That's all we can do at the moment. But let's talk about sales. And let's take a gander at everything. So we started the weekend off at $17.57, which is what's up on the counter up here. And I'll plug that in a second, but I want to talk about like items sold and then we'll look at customers. So let's see how I do that. Because I was like, let's see. Okay, so I found it. So for this weekend, we sold 52 items. The number one sold item was the mystery band book combos. Literally always. And then band book lover crew neck, band book lover t-shirt, lavender twilight mug, and strawberry mug. Those were our top sellers, our top 5 sellers of the weekend, which honestly is not a huge shock. That's kind of how it used to be. Now I'm curious, I'm like, what should I look at last weekend's to compare? Let's take a gander. Last weekend we sold 99 items. So yeah, it's kind of hard because it's like, the farmhouse really does me good. But let's plug in the counter. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Like that's a good amount. But let's plug in the counter so you can see how many customers we had. Because that's always fun. And then we will finish out our vloggy. So let me plug in the counter. Now it's gonna think about its life for a while. Counter paused. So let me talk about this really quick. I'll probably be talking about this in the studio vlog too. But because our last event was not great, we left. I have a ton of mugs left and a lot of things left over. So I'm going to be doing little boo boxes. When you're seeing this, it's going to be out for a little bit. So check and hopefully there is some left. I'm going to basically do little mystery boxes of everything left over. It's super discounted. You might be getting a mug, t-shirt, and like a whole bunch of items. I just want to clear it out and make space for all the new things. So I just want to let you know that. So I don't know what's going on with the counter. So we're just gonna, I'm just gonna tell you, unfortunately, how many sales we had. I don't know, you know, this vlog has been going. So we had 26 customers for the Bewitched Bazaar. And then yeah, we sold, so basically each person bought a couple things, which is why the average sales was higher, like products sold was higher. Let me know if you like to know like how many products are sold and then like the top 5. That was really fun for me, so I hope you guys like that. The combos have been a bestseller pretty much the whole time, and Lavender Twilight mugs always sell. They're my favorite one. But yeah, we're kind of in a spot with all these mugs. So, and apparel, I'm just kind of freaked out. This was not how the end of the month should have been going. I was so excited for the farmhouse. But if you guys, any of you guys are new here or you just started shopping with me, if you came to any of my events this month, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea what it means to me to have you guys support me, or if you even like signed up for the mailing list, or if you've been watching along for this month. It was really hard to do a market each weekend, not in even close to like where I live. So I am trying to still find events locally. It's just been hard, and the events that I do end up doing have not been great. So we're trying. We are trying to do this West Side thing. But anyway, I just want to thank you guys for coming along for this messy vlog. It's not, you know, running a business is not always fun. Markets are not always fun. And that's just the truth of it, and that's why I share it. As much as like it's probably, you know, a little disheartening for some people to watch, it is just the reality. Like, it's not always going to be a huge, you know, sales weekend. It's not always going to be this really exciting, oh my god, I sold so many things, it's the best market ever. No, it's not. Unfortunately, that's not how it goes. Sometimes, but not always. So I thank you guys for, you know, liking the realness and keeping it real with me. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will